me in, so I never ask permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a...
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Young. A throw there. Caught by Leggett. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. To throw is Young. Open man downfield is Leggett. And he will score. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. On first and 10, here's Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Benson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Second down and 3.
Let's go now.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, Young. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's a Carolina 1st down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
On 1st down is Young. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
To the ground, a 1st down run. 14 yards on the pickup there.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Young. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. He'll look to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Next, the score, Panthers 14, Eagles 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So after one, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second and 7. They'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It is a big play for the Eagles. 41 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Again, it's Benson. And the bounds at the 10-yard line. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal.
Here we go, set. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's pinned. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Inside the 10, it is caught.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
3rd and a yard. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw to the goal line and in. Xavier Legette, touchdown Carolina. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Now, faking the give. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 30. To the air now on 1st and 10. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll send a tight end in motion. His drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll throw out of the gun. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. And out of the gun, he'll throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there, caught by Liget. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Rice open, he's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Motion man is Rice. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Go.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Benson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Liggett. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll throw here on third and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
We spend a lot of time recognizing and praising the performance of a lot of these skill players, and rightfully so. But, Mike, the blocking and the performance of the big guys up front, that is the reason this offense continues to operate at such a high level. He has all the time in the world to stand there in the pocket and continue to find open targets downfield in the passing game.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Now give on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll look to throw. Quick throw taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
Here we go, shot.
Back to the air one more time. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much develops there. We'll get this to about the 43. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Good job so far by the defense, protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get this only down to the 6-yard line. So for the moment, the defense with the stop as we get to 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that